It is the moment that could define the legacy of two leaders and the future of an entire region. A high-stakes summit that took place behind the closed doors of the presidential villa in Abuja, just hours after bullets rained down on a government convoy in Imo State. If you are watching this, you are witnessing history in real time because the political chessboard has shifted dramatically. The headline you saw is not just a routine courtesy call. It is the climax of a week of intense, heart-stopping drama that started in a courtroom in Abuja, moved to a prison cell in Sokoto, survived an ambush in Owerri, and has now landed squarely on the desk of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The headline is confirmed. Tinubu meets Otti over efforts to secure Nnamdi Kanu's release. Today, Tuesday, December 2, 2025, we are going deep into the details of this crucial meeting between President Bola Tinubu and Abia State Governor Alex Otti. We are not just reporting that they met, we are analyzing why they met today of all days, the secret strategy that Otti brought to the table, and the powerful new card, the Sultan card, that might finally unlock the prison gates for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To understand the magnitude of this meeting, you have to look at the timeline of the last 48 hours because it reads like a thriller script. On Sunday, Governor Otti made history by becoming the first governor to storm the maximum security prison in Sokoto to visit Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't just go to say hello, he went to verify the asset and to solidify a deal. He came out with a message that Kanu was in high spirits and, more importantly, that the Sultan of Sokoto had thrown his weight behind the release efforts, even joking about turbaning Kanu. This was a massive diplomatic coup for Otti. It showed that he had built a bridge between the southeast agitators and the northern caliphate. But then, chaos struck. Just this morning, in the early hours of Tuesday, gunmen ambushed Governor Otti's advance team near the Sam Mbakwe Airport in Imo State. Bullets riddled the vehicles. Staff members scrambled for their lives. It was a terrifying reminder of the cost of delay. It was a message from the unknown gunmen that the region is still a war zone. And it was with the smoke of that attack still fresh in the air that Governor Otti walked into the presidential villa to meet Tinubu. Think about the psychology of that moment. Otti stood before the president not just as a governor begging for a favor, but as a leader who is literally under fire for trying to bring peace. He could look Tinubu in the eye and say, "Mr. President, my convoy was attacked today. The southeast is burning. The military solution has failed. The legal solution, the life sentence, has only hardened the hearts of the boys in the bush. We need a political solution, and we need it now." This attack likely strengthened Otti's hand, proving that as long as Kanu is in prison, no governor, no matter how popular, is truly safe. The meeting itself is believed to be the finalization of the administrative resolution that Otti hinted at after a Sokoto visit. Remember, Otti explicitly stated that he has activated a strategy that has been in the works for over 2 years. He told Kanu that the issue will be resolved administratively. In political language, administrative resolution is code for a presidential pardon or the exercise of the prerogative of mercy under Section 175 of the Constitution. It means bypassing the courts because the Supreme Court appeal could take years and using the president's executive power to cut the Gordian knot. Governor Otti went into that meeting armed with something no one else has had, the mandate of the Sultan. By conveying the Sultan's willingness to de-escalate tensions and his personal rapport with Kanu, Otti effectively told Tinubu, "You don't have to do this alone. The North supports it. The Sultan supports it. If you release him, you won't be seen as weak. You will be seen as listening to the wisdom of the traditional institution." This destroys the argument of the hawks in the presidency who have been warning against romanticizing criminals. It is hard to accuse the Sultan of Sokoto of romanticizing criminals. If the Sultan says release him for peace, it gives Tinubu the political cover he needs to sign the papers without alienating his northern base. We also have to talk about the agreement Otti mentioned. The governor has been consistent that there is an agreed strategy. This suggests that the federal government gave the Southeast leaders a condition. Let the court finish its job first. They needed the conviction. They needed the terrorist label to be legally applied so that the state could claim victory in court. Now that Kanu is a convict serving a life sentence, the condition has been met. The ball is back in the president's court to fulfill his side of the bargain. This meeting was likely Otti saying, "We held up our end. We kept the peace during the judgment. Now, Mr. President, it is time to activate the release." But let us not be naive. There are challenges. The presidency is deeply divided. On one side, you have the peacemakers like Otti and perhaps the chief of staff, Femi Gbajabiamila, who understand the economic cost of the instability. On the other side, you have the securocrats, the National Security Advisor, a Minister of Defense, who believe that releasing Kanu would destroy the morale of the military personnel fighting ESN. They will be whispering in Tinubu's ear, "If you release him now, just days after a life sentence, you are telling the judiciary they are irrelevant. You are emboldening the terrorists." This clash of ideologies is likely what played out in that room today. But the economic reality is on Otti's side. The Southeast is bleeding trillions of naira. The seat at home is destroying the IGR of the region. President Tinubu, who prides himself on being an economy-first president, knows that you cannot fix the Nigerian economy if one of his major industrial hubs is locked down every Monday. Otti likely presented the economic case. Free Kanu and you free the economy of the East. Keep him and you inherit a wasteland. The timing is also critical. We are heading into December. The Christmas season is the most important time for the Igbo people. It is the time of mass return. If Kanu is still in Sokoto prison by Christmas, the fear is that the unknown gunmen will declare a no-movement order that could cripple the entire festive season and lead to massive unrest. Otti is fighting to get him out or at least get a concrete promise before the holiday season turns into a season of mourning. So what is the verdict? While official statements might be diplomatic, the body language suggests progress. The fact that the president granted this audience so quickly after the Sokoto visit and the Imo attack shows that the Kanu issue has moved to the top of the priority list. It is no longer a court matter. It is a national security emergency. If you are watching this and praying for a breakthrough, you need to understand that we are closer today than we were yesterday. The Sokoto trap has become the Sokoto key. The attack in Imo has become the wake-up call, and Governor Otti has become the bridge. The question now is, will President Tinubu walk across that bridge? Will he choose the path of Mandela, reconciliation, or the path of force? The coming days will be decisive. Watch out for a possible announcement from the Ministry of Justice or a sudden medical leave for Kanu that transitions into house arrest. The strategy is active. The players are moving. And for the first time in years, the door to freedom looks like it is creaking open. What do you think? Do you trust that President Tinubu will honor this agreed strategy, or is this just another political game to calm the Southeast? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We will keep tracking every heartbeat of this story.